In this video, I'm going to be going over 3 apps I have created on top of the BFFlist platform. I created these apps to help show off what BFFlist can do. Those 3 tools are called, it's a Studio. Studio is a tool that helps me with post-production processing of videos. Then I also have another tool which helps me manage how to share that content. I call it Handoff, and Handoff is a tool that allows me, kind of like Dropbox, to just drag and drop, content to a file structure on a web page. And then lastly, I have a reader, which is a tool that allows me to read blog posts and keep up with RSS feeds. And one really cool thing is they all sort of work together. The reader and Handoff do, at least, because the reader can subscribe to feeds of my file server. So I can, if someone has that RSS feed, they can see when new content is rolled out. So I'm going to do a demo of those 3. I'm going to be creating or post-processing a video I just created that I haven't uploaded yet about skills. And then I'm going to show how I can share that content. I can generate that content. I can share that content, and then how others can consume that content. So I'm going to get started by choosing the 2 video files I just created in Studio and uploading them. So if I go to where they're saved, I believe they're here. Okay, it's 2 clips. I'm going to drag and drop them both. One's pretty short. I just cut it and then I started again. So I'm going to process both of these videos. And here it's uploading the video, then it transcribes, then it's uploading the audio, it's cutting the audio out into its own separate just audio file, and then it's transcribing that audio file. And it's going to do that for both. So this part only takes a second. There's the way this Studio works is there's an import, which we've already done. There's a prep, which is what we're doing now, where we're getting all the content ready to go. Then there's the build step. Build step is the thing that takes the most amount of time, but it all happens in the browser. So the web browser uses FFmpeg to do all the editing, so I don't have to run it on a server, so it doesn't cost me anything. It's just a little bit slower, but it works for me. We'll see how it goes through here. All right, so I have uploaded the 2 videos as part of the prep step. And you can see here's the first video. It's only, let's see, this is the second video. First video is only 43 seconds, super short, just did a little bit. In this video, I'm going to be going, it's basically an intro, and then most of the content's in this second video. We have transcribed the audio, we've broken it out into its own WAV file, and have all the text as well. Okay, so after that, we're going to go and generate thumbnails for both these videos. The thumbnails are going to be fed into the AI model to give it content, basically eyes, to go along with the transcript and the audio file. So it's really great sort of vision for it. And we're also later going to reuse these thumbnails in creating blog posts from this content. One of the things Studio does is it takes these raw inputs, the text of the video, the transcript, the contact sheets, the image that we're creating right now, the thumbnails, and it puts them all together, and then it calls Claude later to create a blog post based on the exact content that the video covers. So that's a pretty cool feature that I really like. So here you can see the images are about 10 seconds apart, and there are 120 frames in total. All right, so now we're gonna send it to the AI director, and we're gonna say, all right, so now this is gonna send it to the AI director, and the AI director is going to chop it up into scenes that will later be processed scene by scene for the video edits. This only takes maybe a minute. All right, so it came back with the director's take, a comprehensive walkthrough of enhancing AI workflows by integrating developer skills and MCP servers with the BFFlist platform. If we want to drill into like the prompt that was used, so this is what was actually sent to the LLM. It's got the full transcript of everything in the video, along with, and the timestamps are 8 seconds apart, along with the system instructions, and it also sent it the screenshots as well. So I have these as part of the BFFlist pipeline on the back end, and it cut it into 4 suggested chapters. And so you can see intro, concept of BFFlist skills, developer skills in Claude, using skills with the pipeline, and setting up the MCP server. That's exactly, the right way to do it, I think. All right. So next, you go through it chapter by chapter, and you can do this manually, or you can do this with auto build. Auto build is just going to do this whole process for us, and so I'm going to start the auto build, and so I'm going to come back when it's done, and we'll continue with the process. All right, so all the chapters have been cut. It's in the process of stitching the final cut together now. It went through 4 chapters, did all of the refining, cut out a few parts to it. I didn't tell it to cut out a whole lot, so it's pretty. Let's see what it actually cut out. If we jump over to the last step, the export step, it's going to go through the generating of a title. It's got a pipeline for that. So the title of the video is using BFFlist skills and MCP servers for AI workflows. It created a video, the description, and it also added the timestamps for the chapters, which is awesome. Now it stitched the final video together. It was originally around 19 minutes, and now it's just under 17 minutes, so it only cut out about 2 minutes. Hopefully cut out some bad parts to it. I'm not going to go through it in detail, but if I had told it cut it in half, it would have cut it in half. It just would have cut out a lot of content that might have been useful. All right, next I'm going to say use the tutorial design, but give it a dark background. I like what it did last time when I did that. So we're going to tell it to draft the prompt for that. It's going to give us a prompt, which will then send to Gemini Flash 3.5. And before I do that, let me see what video I'm on. I'm on video 22. So I'm going to call this video 22. Oh, it already knew that. Video 22. Look at that. So now it gives me the retro blueprint style, and we're going to generate the image. Awesome. So this image looks pretty good. Next, we're going to generate a blog post. Here's where we're going to take this content, generate a blog post. We're going to then upload it to our Handoff app and be able to view the blog post on our file server, and then as well as share our blog post on our RSS feed. All right, so it gave us a title, brief description, and here's the content of our blog post. That's an interesting first shot. That's a terrible shot. Me scratching my head, maybe that's appropriate. But one cool thing I can do is I can change it. which one I want. No, let's go with this one. AI is not perfect yet, but we have the tools to refine. All right, so then let's see, installing developer skills in Claude. Oh, great, it gave me the, it took from the screenshots, and part of my prompt says if there's text in the screenshot to add it to the as text rather than showing the screenshot. So that's awesome. And then it gave us those commands, bash reload plugins. That's wrong. I guess it is bash. It bashes the command prompt. I think it's just the formatting I have here. The markdown should be appropriate. We'll see that in a minute. Here is me going over the skills, using the skills on the pipeline. That's pretty cool. Watch me code, debugging the pipeline. That's another great photo. Let's change this one. All right, so we've added all that we used the photos we wanted, and so now I'm going to download the bundle. And so if we go and look at our files, we have this folder. It gave us a zip file. We have our post, and we have our post, and we have our images to go along with the post. All right, so now I'm going to, let's jump over to Chrome. We're going to go to Handoff. This is my Handoff app, and I'm going to create a new folder here, and I'm going to call it blog. Now there is a bug that I need to fix that I'm just going to have to live with for this video. This is a public folder because my root is public, and I'm going to create a new post inside of here. Let's see, and we're just going to call it skills. So new folder, skills, and inside of skills we're going to upload our files. So right, let's see, upload. We're going to go new, upload folder. So I have blog, skills, and then inside of skills I have this post. And so here's my post, my blog post, and I can share this. This is actually publicly available now. So I just basically publish this to the internet. But what's really cool is back in Chrome, I'm going to go to my other app now, my reader. And in my reader, I have a feed. I'm going to refresh the feed, and I forgot to do something. What you can see here is the post comes through, and basically the point is I have now a feed reader that subscribes to a file server. So anytime if I'm working with a team, I have uploads or blog posts, we can subscribe to each other's content and be notified. More things coming, like you can ignore folders, but I don't think you can ignore files quite yet. So I need to add like an ignore here. I can actually add a delete. That'd probably be better because I don't need the DS store. But yeah, so I need to add the ignore capability to files. But yeah, so that's Handoff, and that's Reader. I call it Reviewlet. I don't know. AI came up with it. Something fancy. Naming sucks. But I just call it Reader. In honor of Google Reader. But yeah, so that's how these three apps sort of come together to create content, to host content, and to consume content. And I plan on continuing to update them, and please give me feedback, feature requests, bugs. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks a lot.